Hi, this is Chloe again, as always, and of course, as you're expecting, this is my week 6 of BMT video, so it's my 7th video, but I'm talking about Tim's 6th week at BMT. Now, I did not get any letters from him. Mind you, I was home yesterday, so Friday there's a chance that there's a letter in my mailbox at school. There's also a chance that there's one from today at school. But no letters, so no word from Tim himself, which is fine. I was expecting that because he's really busy. It's a bit ironic because in his last letter that I got from Monday of week 5, he was like, "Oh, I promise I'm going to write you as much as I possibly can this week." And of course he says that and then I get nothing. So that was actually really funny to me. And in a way, I think it would be funny if that were my last letter because then just forever, that's something I'll just get to laugh about. Because it's ironic, and I'm like one of the few twisted individuals who thinks that's really funny. But who knows, there's a chance there could be letters waiting for me at school. But for the sake of timeliness, I'm not going to make this video late. Because honestly, I have finals coming up, so I'll be busy. But I'm sure you still want to hear about Beast Week. And even if you don't, you get to. While I sit here in my dad's lovely golf-themed office at home. And I'm going back to school tomorrow. But, okay, Beast Week. It sounds scary, but what it actually stands for is Basic Expeditionary Airman Training Skills. So, really what it is it provides all of the trainees with a chance to bring together everything they've learned so far in boot camp, and that's when they really start putting their skills to use. Because pretty much it's a simulated deployment experience because they're going to be living out in tents. The tents are actually air conditioned, I found out. Interesting. And they also have actual bathrooms, so they're not pooping in the woods. This isn't like hiking, camping. This is like deployment. Let's set up a base and get this war on the road type situation. It's not, they're not joking around. So what they do is every day they have different objectives and different missions, and they're constantly under attack, and different people in the flights are actually given different responsibilities, and there's different leadership roles that people are assigned just specifically for this week. And it's interesting because all the different squadrons and flights, they kind of compete against each other throughout the BMT experience, but at this time everybody's together and they're all kind of working together to fend off attacks, and they're really just trying to put their skills to use, and they have to do well. So what happens is Monday morning they're bussed out to a different spot on base, and that's where they're going to be. They are in the pavilion where I think they're kind of briefed, and then off they go, and they do all sorts of crazy stuff all week, and then finally Friday they get to be bussed back to the pavilion, and their MTI, who's been watching very carefully, will yell at everybody for what they did wrong, and they will also, give kudos to those who did well. So that's interesting, but, it's a really huge learning experience for everybody because it kind of brings reality to everything. I don't want to go into too much detail because I found this awesome blog this chick wrote on the whole BMT experience, and she's really detailed, and honestly she can tell you about it much better than I can. So YouTube, I'll include that link down here in like the description area on my blog. I'll put it under the video too, so don't worry about it. You can click it if you want to, if not, whatever. But they're faced with all sorts of challenges that just really help them bring everything together that they've learned so far, so that's really exciting. For me, it was interesting because, of course, the week of the Boston Marathon explosions, Tim is off learning and being trained and in a simulated combat situation where he's dealing with explosions too. And I don't really want to talk about the Boston Marathon that much because I really kind of feel like, mind you, I don't mean this in an insensitive way. I've been keeping my eyes on the media like a hawk because I actually have someone I am related to who lives up in Boston, and I know someone in the run who almost got severely injured. So trust me, I care about the situation very much, but you don't need my media spiel. But I will say the one thing I thought was really awesome is every year there is a group of soldiers and they run the run in full gear, and so there's a good 5 or 6 of them. And if you look, they are the first ones jumping in there and pulling off the barricades and helping people. And so for me, perspective-wise, Tim is at BMT this week, and he's in a situation where he is learning how to deal with scary threats like that. And in a way, that made it a little bit more personal in a weird, strange way, just because you hear those stories and you're like, wow. And different things hit home for different people. But for me, that made me really proud because Tim's always been a very protective and brave person. But to know that, he can now run into any situation where there's some kind of threat that most people wouldn't know how to deal with. He knows how to deal with something totally not normal. And he gets to be brave. And he's someone who can protect us. And, I just think that it's very interesting that this happened to coincide at the same time for me. And it makes me really, really excited about where Tim's going with his future. And yeah, the world is a scary place, and the military is not necessarily the easiest career path. And there are some very, very scary things about being in the military or starting a family with someone in the military. But it's just stuff like that where you see the resilience of the human spirit and how great they are at responding to the face of danger and evil. It just makes me so excited for all the changes I get to see in Tim, because this coming week is week 7, and they're just gonna get tested on everything this week. And I'm really excited because I'm supposed to get a phone call from Tim finally this week, since they changed it to every 2 weeks. I talked about that already. So I don't want to get my hopes up just in case I don't get a call, but I'm excited because I get to hear about him and his week, and I get to talk to him, and soon enough I'm going to be there. I get to see him, and I am literally just so excited. If you can't tell, I'm struggling to contain myself even now, and I have 10 more days, 11 more days, so I'll even have to think about it. But yeah, so for me, Beast Week is crazy because you are learning all about deployment, and deployment is usually something that people see as a sucky thing because there are a lot of terrible things about deployment. But I like to focus on the positive, so I'm really excited that Tim is the kind of person who knows how to deal with that now, and I can't wait to see the changes that he's made. So that's all I have for this week. I'm going to head back to school tomorrow. I'll let you know if I got any week 5 letters. Kind of doubt it, but I'll let you know. And as always, I'll make a week 7 video, and then I guess soon I'll be in San Antonio, which is awesome. And I'm sure I will totally be spamming your dashboards with all sorts of stuff while I'm there. So please enjoy your week, and you'll see my face on a video again soon. So, bye.